It's the grand finale of my farm stand build. Let's take a quick look at everything we've built so far. Mom is on her way here to help me paint. Our neighbor's dogs are out in their front yard, apparently. Anyway, it is all ready to go. So, the last things I need to do, oh, actually, I don't want to do that until we paint. I was going to put the hardware on, but I should wait until we're done painting and then put it on so we don't have to paint around it. I think I am going to put the chains up just because it'll be more safe. So what I'm going to do is put a chain from the top of the support to the inside of the building so that if for some reason this popped off, like it went up and this fell, this rather heavy roof would not fall on somebody. So I think especially with two of us walking around in here, we're going to want that. So I am going to go ahead and put those up. But I'll wait on all of the rest of the hardware because the only other hardware that we need is I have some hasps that when this is folded up, it will keep it attached to the side of the wall, and same with the roof coming down. And then I'm also, for some additional safety here, I'm going to put two eyes, one here and one here, probably actually more like down here, that I can hook a a snap to, so that again, if once this has actual roofing on it, if the wind was to catch it and pull it up, it wouldn't be able to, basically. It wouldn't be able to like rip it off the hinges because we get a lot of really crazy wind here and that could happen. So, but for right now, I'm just going to put the chains on. Mom is here. Yep. And we are going to get painting, and probably a lot of this is going to be time lapse because how fun is it to watch somebody painting? So yeah, anyway, we're gonna get busy. Basically we're going to do the entire thing kind of a creamy white. It's gonna be the same color scheme as out in the garden with the chicken coop and shed. The floor will be black, and then the ceiling panels will be the turquoise blue color, but those will be last. So, oh, and then we're going to keep the cedar sides. We're going to keep those raw. We won't paint those because they kind of look cool. So, ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right. Well, we have gotten most of it done with the white. We just need to do the rafters. The back wall is done, which I'm not going to show you. But we are going to go now and look at where we're going to put it. Because the base is not it's pressure treated wood, but it's not for ground contact. We didn't realize that till we got home, and I didn't want to go back and return them and get new ones. So I have a bunch of paving stones from our patio that we pulled out last year, and I'm going to make a second base for it out of those, but we need to look in and decide kind of what angle we want it to be and all of that sort of thing. All right, so I'm thinking having it be along here, but kind of angled out. So, because there's enough space here, this is like 8 feet wide or 9 feet wide. It doesn't look that wide, but it is. And that's only 6 feet wide. So I'm going to show you guys the road and kind of what it looks like. So last year we had it set up kind of right where Mom is standing. And this is our road here. And it is a fairly busy road, not at the moment, which is kind of nice. But that's straight on our driveway. So if we come down here a little ways, you'd still be able to see it quite well because it would go right there. And then we'll have signs out here as well, pointing in. And then that way there's space for people to park too and pull in and be off the road. And then this direction, coming this way, it's clear for a long ways, but they'll only be seeing the back of it mostly. So anyway, I think that's a good choice. Okay, I'm super hot, but I got everything painted except for, you can see that last joist right there on the back side, but you literally have to be like up against the wall looking that direction out of it to see that, and I just don't care. Not gonna paint it, not happening. But otherwise, everything is now painted. And, oh yeah, I still have to do my floor. Okay, well, Mom is, where are you, Mom?
I double painted the 4 of the long ones, and all the rest need to be repainted.
All right, so getting pretty close on the roof panels as well. And we found a shady spot for Mom to do her painting. And it's very pleasant over here in the shade. Ah, but I am super pleased with how it looks.
Yes.
Just the whole thing. I'm just so impressed with how it looks. Yes. So floor next, but that is not happening today. No, not happening today. It is very windy today. It looks like it could rain at any moment. So between that and the wind, I don't really want to be fighting the wind with the roofing panels, trying to paint them. So I decided instead that I would start on the prep for the site. So this is where we're putting it. That flag right there, where, goodness, that right there is where the sprinkler is. I think we're gonna have to have it capped because I mean, I won't run into it with the stand, but it will spray the stand, and I don't really want it to do that. So either not capped, we just need it to be facing so it doesn't come all the way this direction. It doesn't reach all the way to the end here anyway, clearly, because this grass is all dead. So anyway, I'm going to use these bricks, like I explained, the pressure treated wood we got was not the kind that is for ground contact, so we have to have something underneath it. So I'm using these bricks from our patio, and I just need to make sure they're level. So I have a long 2x4, I have my shovel and my level, and we're gonna just get started. Oh, and a measuring tape, of course. I'm thinking I should place the first corner that's going to be on this end because that's going to be the angled out, and then go this direction. Yeah. So it is 96 inches long, or 8 feet. So this is 8 feet. So I could have a block right here. Man, this just looks so much smaller when I'm measuring it out than it does sitting over there. So you know what? I should just go measure that one more time just to make triple, quadruple sure that I know what my measurements are. Glad I went and measured, because it turns out that the back is actually 97 3/8. So 1 3/8 inches longer than I thought. The depth of it is just under 6 feet. So that was correct. There's 97. You know what I'm thinking? I really should put a string and stakes to make sure that I'm getting this square, because it's going to be really difficult to make changes once this thing is on the tractor and I'm trying to place it. Oh my good Lord. I don't even know. I must have just spent an hour trying to get this square. David finally came out to see how things were going, and I was almost in tears. Okay, not quite, but I was very frustrated, and he helped me. So we now have a square with the diagonals being the same basic length. This doesn't have to be exact because these bricks are quite large, so there's plenty of space for wiggle room, basically. So this is, well, you can't really see it because I use green string, of course, but that is the middle block. So there'll be, well, here, I'll just put the blocks out. Okay, there we go. That is the basic square. You know, I'm thinking, well, let's see how not level it is. Let's do that. That's why I brought this board out here. Pretty sure this slopes up quite a bit. Oh, dang it. I already forgot I had string on there. Okay, it's fine. Oh, that is actually not nearly as bad as I thought. All right, the only one that is slightly still out of level is that very front one, and I will just shim up the front corner of the flip when it comes down. I'm not all that concerned about it. It is close enough. So now this is ready to have the farm stand brought over. So hopefully tomorrow, I mean, it's perfect weather right now. The wind is completely gone, and so is the storm. It's over there somewhere to paint, but it's kind of late. I think, well, the sun's almost down, so it's pretty close to 9 o'clock. But hopefully tomorrow will be a little less breezy by the time I need to come out here and paint, so I can get those panels finished and up on the roof. I think I might wait until it is over here and then I will do the floor at the very, very, very end. All right, just gonna put all of this stuff away now and call it a night. Well, I did this roof because I was trying to do it very quickly before we went on a trip. But I have not done the top roof yet. Also, since then, Mom painted the floor black for me, so that is looking fantastic. But now we get the fun part of doing the main roof, which is rather tall. And I think I may have mentioned I'm not super excited about heights. Anyway, and it's also really windy, but it's been this way for several days, and so I'm just gonna do it because I really want to move this into place because I'm hoping to have the first farm stand open this Saturday, which is in 2 days. Okay, so let's go around back. So let me climb up the ladder a little bit here and kind of show you what we're working with. So this, I only have partial pieces to put on this side. So we're gonna put the short piece first, and then we'll put the longer piece coming down over the top of it. But right now I'm just trying to figure out where I want my holes. And I already drilled this hole and I don't want it there, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that yet, but I will figure something out. Anyway, so I'm going to drill the holes that I want in this piece, then I'm going to use it as a template for the rest of the pieces, which are down there right now. And I have to decide if I'm going to also put the long one up and do those as well, because I need to drill the same holes for the middle on both the short piece and the long piece. So I think what I'm going to do now is get off this ladder, and I'm going to figure out where these holes go, and then I will go from there. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show you guys any of this process because my tripod doesn't get that tall, but maybe if I put it far away, we'll try. Now comes the scary part, the front, which is very tall. Ah. We have one thing left, well, two technically, but we just need to do the attachments to lift this up and keep it closed. So that is next. Let's see how that goes. All right, so this was too far away from this to be able to use this thing. So I did this one on this side. However, you can see it doesn't quite reach those two holes. So there's only two screws holding this side, unfortunately. But this side, we have how it's supposed to be. So I think we're sturdy enough though. We should be good. And then my only one other boo-boo. See that green on the underside? Yeah. It's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be silver and the green's supposed to be on top, but I painted the wrong side. So I put it up anyway and I will paint it later. It's just this one on the side. It shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, now the challenge, my friends, is moving this thing without it falling. And yeah, the guy that I saw the video that did this, he did it with the same tractor and like they didn't strap it on or anything. Okay. It is in place. I obviously needed David's help to do this, take it across the lawn and get it over here. So I didn't film that part, but it is here. I did have to move my blocks because it was going to just be impossible to figure out where, how to get it angled exactly where the blocks were. So I'm going to have to do some shimming, but it's in place. My other concern is maybe once it's shimmed, it will be a little more sturdy, but it feels a little like it's gonna tip over with heavy winds. So I might have to think about getting some kind of an anchor of some kind. But for now, it's in place. Let's hope we don't get any strong winds in the next couple of days. All right, I'm gonna try shimming a little bit and see if that helps. All right, well, I'm gonna need David's help because that is clearly tilted this way. So that corner over there needs to come up. But I don't have the leverage to push and put something under there at the same time. So I will need David's help with that. But I think it's okay. I still think I'm gonna try and come up with some kind of an anchor thing of some kind. Just, it'll make me feel better to have something. Anyway, I will give you one last shot when it is all open and set up and ready to go. I never thought I could take on a project this big. And let me tell you, all the sore muscles, every mistake, and late night, it was all part of the process. But now, standing here with this farm stand finished, the sense of accomplishment is unreal. I think it's proof that stepping outside your comfort zone is worth it, even when it feels scary or impossible. So, do you have a project you've been hesitating on? If so, I hope this inspires you to just start, because when you see it through, that feeling of pride, absolutely worth it.